Hey guys. Sorry, I went to feed my cats. That's why I'm here a bit late. I started it, but I went to feed my cats. Apologies. Let me just send one quick text and then we're just gonna jump into it. Sorry, one sec. Good morning, evening. Hello, hi. Okay. Okay, time for introductions. Hi, it's Mystea here. Good evening if you live on my side of the world, and good morning if you live on the other. You know all that jazz. We are gonna jump into what I think is the last episode of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Pretty heavy game, so I needed to take a break yesterday, but we are here now, so let's just jump into it. My hair is in my way, sorry. I need a... Oh gosh. Let me put my hair away real quick. My hair is getting in my way. My hair is getting too long for the weather over here. It's summer, and it's really, really warm. And I tend to sweat a lot. I don't know. Well, my face doesn't sweat a lot, but the back of my neck does, which is why my hair is very annoying. But we should be good now. I had dinner, but I haven't finished my dinner, and I have some, like, noodles over here, so I'll have it from time to time, but it is quite spicy, so... Let's just jump into it. I'm gonna move my cursor out of the way. And yeah, oh god. Okay. So we're in the second area now, right? We got through the door. Am I supposed to walk over? Am I supposed to jump? Oh, I'm supposed to trail, huh? I hate this. Ooh, there's a shadow. Of something. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if the volume is alright. The voices inside my head are taking over, telling me that my mind is on. Okay. Sorry. When I played this game, this is the only song I can think about. Give me the torch. Hell yeah. I love me a torch. Okay, hate this. Oh. Oh. Sound is good. Okay. Oh. That was stressful. This looks like a ruin letter. For sure. I think it's that thing over there. Yeah, there we go. Are there any stones? Or not yet? I'm worried about missing lore stones. I kind of want to check first. Is that bad? I'm sorry. I don't want to miss any lore stones. Lore stones. I had this searched. I had this yesterday. Nope. This is my Sims 4. I remember seeing like a lore stone thing around here yesterday, where it said there should be one around here. So I just want to make sure before I move out, because I cannot be bothered to miss anything right now. Oh. Not this one. Okay. Next area, I guess. Oh. Oh no. Okay. I gotta run. Run. Run towards the light, run towards the light, run towards the light.
Her father tried to help her.
See?
But she wouldn't listen. He was doing his best. She never, ever listens. Didn't she listen to him?
Just want to check if there's secrets here. God, the sound is on. It's killing me.
But she wouldn't listen. She never choose. And now everybody is dead because of her. It's all her fault. All her fault. Weak. So weak. She should have known. And she should have. She should have. Now the darkness has Delusions. And it will take it and never give it back. She can search and search, but she will never find it. She's let the darkness in. It's the end. The darkness will take her like it took her mother. She can't resist. Pointless even trying to retrieve it.
Oh.
She's lost. She's got to go deeper to find the head. Deeper towards the darkness. The beast is there. The beast is luring her deeper, deeper into the darkness. Deep, deep down. The beast has the head.
Very minor but cool detail. When you use focus in combat, the symbols that display are Celtic picked, not Norse. Very small thing, but shows attention to detail with Senua being picked. Ah, that's cool. Her thoughts are still her own.
The beast knows. The beast knows exactly.
Ew, ew. Oh, there it is.
For it.
Although Sigurd kills the dragon, Rain
Three
wants
more?
to keep
Two more.
Fafnir's gold all for himself. Rain also wants the strength and wisdom of the dragon, so he drinks its blood and asks Sigurd to roast Fafnir's heart for him.
Wow.
Sigurd does so, but when he touches the roasted heart to see if it is done, he burns his finger. Without thinking, he licks his finger and tastes the dragon's blood. In that moment, he understands the language of birds and hears them talk nearby.
Okay. What did he hear them say?
The beast. The difference between reality and illusion. He knows how to play with her. He knows how to draw her where he wants her. He's using you. He put the darkness in you. Where is she now? The darkness killed your mother. Where is she now? Where is she? She's happened to her. The darkness will kill you. The darkness took your mother and it will take you. Eventually. What really happened to her? Your mother was weak like you are. Her mother was weak like she is. So weak. The darkness took her and it will take Senua. It's just a matter of time. She just lets the What's she doing? She's lighting a torch. She's making light. She's making a fire. She's got light on the other side. She'll be safe.
Ah.
What's she thinking? How's she going to get there?
These voices are very annoying. Ugh.
She can do it. Yes, she can.
Sigurd's
Two more.
newfound power lets him hear the birds speak. And they say, Sigurd should eat the heart himself. Rain wants Fafnir's gold. Sigurd should kill Rain before Rain kills him.
How would the birds know all this, by the way?
Sigurd
Question.
should find Brynhild the Valkyrie, who sleeps an enchanted sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rain, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. And he embarks on a new quest. To ride to Hinderfell and find Brynhild the Valkyrie.
Okay. We're almost done with this story. One left and we complete the story. Okay, gotta go find this symbol. Which I guess is on the other side of this door. Where's the light? Okay. Oh. Right. Right. There it is. Almost there. Oh, I must need to light that torch. Ah, okay. I see now. Good girl. I'm so glad I came here beforehand, or I would have been fucked. Those birds are troublemakers. They are. Okay. I'm so glad I came here beforehand. Oh, Jesus.
Where is she going? Faster, faster, keep going, keep going. Stop. Stop. Keep going.
Wait, what? Why are they saying stop? I mean, I I have a torch with me. What the hell are they on about?
Faster, faster, keep going, keep going. Stop.
These voices are annoying. There we go. Okay. Are we nearing the end of the game?
Dillion. She can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black.
Found the last one. Let me listen to it.
The longer it burned, the more
Wait.
she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach. How little separates us.
Okay, I need to wait for her to stop talking.
Burning shields.
Wait. Start
Only a
again.
man who knew no fear would ever reach her. But like me, Sigurd is fearless and passes through the flames, just as I did, and wakes the sleeping warrior girl. She teaches him the secret wisdom of runes, namely victory runes, ship runes, runes for persuasion, runes for truth, runes for healing and help, runes for perception and power. Like Sigurd, the greatest young warrior of the North, you must learn the secrets of the runes to fight amongst the gods in hell.
Jesus. Ew. Ugh. Gotta keep the torch up.
I hear you. I'm coming for you.
Oh no, the torch.
I'm coming.
Girl, you gotta run. Girl, you gotta run. I'm trying. She won't run. Why isn't she moving? Am I stuck? Why isn't she moving? Wait, was she stuck? I don't know. I'm not gonna allow myself to die there. Was she stuck? Wait, how did... Was she stuck? I couldn't move. I was like... going backwards for some reason. And I'm holding down L1 as well to run. But for some reason. Look. See?
It's coming. Please don't sense here. Come back to me. Come back. I hear you. Come back to me. I'm coming for you.
Why isn't she going forward?
I'm coming.
Come back.
What?
Come back to me. Come back.
I hear you.
Come back to me.
I'm coming for you.
Follow my voice.
I'm coming.
Come back.
Am I glitched? Look. Why is she not going forward properly? She keeps moving back.
Come back to me. Come back.
Try it again, see if I get stuck again, but...
I hear you.
Come back to me.
I'm coming for you.
Follow my voice.
I'm coming.
Okay, just keep crawling. I can't speed up the crawl, so... fuck? Why is she stuck? Whoa. Ugh. That was weird. That was weird. I got glitched. Like, I couldn't move. It kept moving me back. I think I got stuck on a random, like, glitch corner. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. I can't defend. I can only evade. Okay, I can evade. Can't hit very well, but I can hit, yeah. Ugh. God, you ugly bastard. Ow, stop fighting me. Did I down him? You're fucking kidding. There's no way. What? Yeah. Obviously not. I keep fighting him. Did I die? No. Okay, that was supposed to happen.
Evil
Okay.
as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods. A familiar hand, cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals, kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness, or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both. And so she left, headed for the one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Delusion would still be alive.
I'm so sorry, my love.
She will save his soul, even if this time She can't save her own.
Damn.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore. But
Hello.
believe this,
Tell Tarzan. I don't think Tarzan can help with mice.
to hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on his quest.
Is this bottle leaking? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh my god, I spilled all the water on my shirt. The bottle is leaking!
This time,
What?
I wanted to
Why?
protect you from the truth that would
I
destroy
spilled water on my.
your
This is just
power.
water, but still, come on. Damn it.
That you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see behind the veil of darkness.
Then take me to the mountain. To trust him. As deep as we can go.
I won't stand in your way.
Whose voice is that?
You will not survive what is in there.
I know.
She doesn't want to turn back. She has nothing. She's come this far. She wants to go forward. She must. This is it. She wants to save Dillian's soul. She must listen to the shadow.
These voices are killing me. At least we're out of the darkness. Yay. My fear of darkness is, Ooh, hello. Is that Hellas Gate?
Mother, I won't let the darkness trick me again.
Okay.
I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Hela's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me. Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past. I'm here for Dillian. I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
What vow did you make, girl?
No, she can't. It's too dangerous. Still weak. She has the soul. She is weak. I see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken.
Later.
To fix it. It's too dangerous. She's done it before.
Well, you'll know it later, not long. Okay.
She's done it before. She can. She can. She'll do it again. How will she do it?
Yeah.
So you have to try.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok,
Uh-huh.
the destiny of the gods.
Yep, yep.
First, there will be a terrible winter,
Uh-huh.
years long.
Damn.
Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred.
Uh-huh.
Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
Nice. Okay.
She did it.
Okay, I fixed half. Now I need to fix the other half. How? I don't know. Nice. I ended it. I did it.
How will she do it?
Oh.
What will she do? How's she going to find his actual soul? Where does Hella keep her souls? How will she get it? She must bargain. No. She'll kill her. She cannot bargain with Hella. She's not strong enough to kill her. What does Hella want? No one can bargain with Hella. What does Hella want? What can she give her? She could give her her own soul. No. The soul's rotting. She'd rather die. It's a worthless soul. But it's all she has to give. She has a warrior soul. What more could she give? A cursed soul. Of course she is, no matter what she does. She can feel the blood climbing up her arm. She can fight her. She can fight her at Ragnarok. She's a warrior. She's come this far. Hella will want to fight her. Strong. Her soul is valuable. Hella will want her soul. Hella. She can take Dillion's soul and lay him to rest. Hella. She can get his soul back. She's so close to saving Dillion. She can do it. She just has to be prepared to fight for it. Few have come this far. She can finally put it to rest. What if she falls at the final hurdle? She won't. Then Hella will take both their souls. She will defeat Hella. It's all for nothing. If she doesn't save Dillion, his soul will be eternally damned. No. He'll stay here forever. Being tortured. No. No. She'll stay here forever. She's stuck. She will join Dillion in Hella. What happens if she saves Dillion's soul? What happens to
What? My game just glitched out. What the heck? Oh man. That sucks. It's kind of rude. Damn. Sad face. That sucks. Sorry about that. It just glitched out. Okay, one sec. Oh god, I don't know where it's saved. Oh, okay, it's saved here. I need to go back and do that other thing before I do this. Man, I need to fight them all again. That sucks. Ah.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok. The
Ragnarok.
destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children play.
Sorry about that.
The world will fall into ruin.
She did it.
Nice. Time to fight these bitches again. Okay. Great.
How will she do it? What will she do? How's she going to find his actual soul? Where does Hela keep the souls? How will she get it? What will Hela want in return? She must bargain. No. She'll kill her. She cannot bargain with Hela. She's not strong enough to kill Hela. What does Hela want? No one can bargain with Hela. What does Hela want? What can she give her? She could give her her own soul. No. Her soul's rotting. She'd rather die. It's a worthless soul. But it's all she has to give. She has a warrior soul. What more could she give? A cursed soul. Of course she is, no matter what.
Oh, we've heard this, ma'am.
She can fight her. She can fight her at Ragnarok. She's a warrior.
There it is.
She's come this far. Hela will want to fight her. Strong. Her soul is valuable. Hela will want her soul. Hela. She can take Dillion's soul and lay him to rest. Hela. She can get his soul back. She's so close to saving Dillion. She can do it. She just has. She can see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken. She has to fix it. It's too dangerous. She's done it before. You have to fight on. Be powerful. The final battle. Get his soul.
Is it the final battle?
It's the final task.
The final. Is it? Is it really? Oh my. Hi.
This isn't just a broken bridge, is it? Mother, you showed me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new paths into the unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
God, that is spicy. Oh, why is it? From up here. There we go.
She can do it. She can do it.
Nice.
She can still see.
How's your day? Your eyes look so sleepy. I've had a long day. Teaching all day. Pretty tired. Also, I'm having really spicy food, so I'm like, I'm doing this face because of the spicy food. Okay. I probably have to go around to get the last one.
The Northmen say
Let's
the
see.
gods will fight their last battle.
While I eat. Let's hear this
The
story.
watchman will blow the horn that can be heard through the whole world. And Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail.
Oh. You're done? Okay. That was a lot of build-up. Oh. Oh. Well. That sucks.
There's an illusion. She's found a way. There's a way.
Ah.
She can see it. She must align herself. She can do it. There's the door. She aligns herself. It's there.
There it is. Nice. That is such a cool game mechanic. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Sorry to be constantly sipping water. I need to make sure I don't get the... Okay. I'm just very thirsty. Nice. 2 more. Yes!
The Northmen say
Oh,
that
one
at
left.
Ragnarok, the gods will face a ship full of their foes, which Loki has steered to Asgard.
Nice.
It carries the fire giants, the wolf that will eat the sun, and all kinds of dark creatures. Surt will join them with his sword of fire. The cliffs will crash, trolls will walk the land, men will tread the road to hell, and the heavens will split open.
Wow. Sounds like a great party. You know, the first ever way I heard about Ragnarok is not through Norse mythology, or not, oh my god, you're very close. Or not like through like a game talking about Norse mythology, but there was this really big like multiplayer game that my brother would play when he was a teenager called Ragnarok, and he would always be buying like money cards to refill his money in the game. That is I literally did not know it was part of Norse mythology, or didn't know it was a like pre-existing name. I literally thought it was just a game name. And then I realized later, like way later, when I was like watching a series or a movie or something, and I was like, oh, it's an actual thing. It's not just the name of a game. It's a really big game in Thailand like 15 years ago. I feel like I have chili stuck in between my teeth. Very annoying. It's still there. Okay. I'm gonna assume we probably have to fight some people. It's not coming out! Oh, I hate that. Okay. Let's go fight some people. Get this last bridge repair and this last lore stone. This is fun. This part is nice and calming. I like it. No darkness, no creepy noises. I like it. I'm gonna continuously go up because I'm gonna assume that there's a lore stone. Aha! I'm a fucking genius. The
Northmen say that each god will do battle at Ragnarok. Odin will fight the monstrous wolf and be killed, but his son will avenge him and plunge his sword into the heart of the beast. Freyr will face Surt, but he had given his sword away for love, and without it, he cannot defend himself against the flames. Thor will smite the Midgard serpent to no avail. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, steam will shoot up, flames will play against the sky. The heavens and earth and all the world will be burned. All the gods will be dead, and the warriors of the Northmen say.
Oh god, I didn't mean to restart it. I just wanted to see it zoomed because it's so satisfying that I finally got them all. Let's just listen to him again, sure.
Will avenge him and plunge his sword into the heart of the beast.
Sure.
Freyr will face Surt, but he had given his sword away for love, and without it, he cannot defend himself against the flames. Thor will smite the Midgard serpent to no avail. The sun will
Here we go.
the earth will sink into the sea. The stars
Oh,
will
I forgot to
disappear.
evade, sorry.
Fire and water
I
will
clicked the
meet.
wrong button.
Steam will shoot up. Flames will play against the sky. The heavens and earth and all the world will be burned. All the gods will be dead. And the warriors of Valhalla and the people everywhere.
It's not.
Focus now.
Yeah, I can deal with these dudes pretty well now. Woo! Spicy! Take the boys to the cinema. What boys? I like women. I live with my girlfriend. What, huh? Who do I take to the cinema? I just went to watch a movie with my girlfriend 2 days ago. I went to watch The Lost City. That was fun. It was just nice and, like, stress-free. I remember when the movie Thor Ragnarok came out thinking, I wonder if everyone realizes this is the basically the passion of the Christ for billions of people throughout history. You see, I had like no idea. Like I grew up with like Greek mythology. My mom always read Greek mythology to me because I always loved Greek mythology. I was obsessed with Greek mythology and like Roman mythology, but Roman mythology is just Greek mythology watered down, let's be honest. Aha, no shame for saying that, but it's true. So I always grew up with Greek mythology, and I never really read into Norse mythology. So I knew nothing about any of that. All I knew is that the days of the week were named after like some Norse gods, right? Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. At least that's what I heard. I might be completely wrong. Okay. I got all the lore stones, which makes me a very happy girl. We're gonna have to fight some people probably before we cross this bridge. Okay, I want to know what is up. Explain the story, please. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, wrong. Stop them. Okay.
Leave to us. What happens to us?
Are we gonna figure it out?
We die too.
Ooh, this is pretty.
I don't want to die. We'll all die someday.
I don't want to die.
And when everyone's gone, even the gods will die.
We don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
Senua, stop.
Senua,
Turn back.
Stop. Stop her.
Why is she not going? Stop.
Senua, stop. What
Stop.
happens to us?
Why would she stop to die? She wants to stop. Stop. Stop.
She's schizophrenic? No, she's not schizophrenic.
I don't want to die.
Does she have DID?
I don't want to die.
I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to be a part of me. If you don't want to die with me, then leave me alone.
It's a good point.
I don't want to die.
It's a mirror into another world.
Stop, please. Stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. You'll never come back if you go there.
There is nothing to go back to.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me. Not them.
Whoa.
They were afraid. Like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
Bro, I'm afraid of the dark.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
They made them real.
No!
Follow your soul and let go of the Senua of old. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
No more voices? Ah! This is heaven! Ah!
It's not like the old stories, is it? The noble warrior facing evil in search of victory and honor. Clear dividing lines. No. Oh, this place is not quite like that. It's as if it knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This is her hell.
The man I was before Druth.
Was your dad?
Was a true coward, Senua. I was well traveled. I spoke both their tongue and ours. So they took me as a slave. I thought I could help to broker peace. Or at least stay their hands from slaughter. But under torture, I did no such thing. I led them to the treasures and slaves they sought. But I wasn't the only one. Another came to the Northmen willingly, offering a bargain, a man in black from your lands. And he was offered safe passage for his treason. In the end, Senua, it isn't the gods that cause us so much suffering, but those closest to us.
I'm here for Dillion.
Huh? Most think the US legal system is based on Rome. It's actually based on the Norse. The concept of trial by one's peers, rather than a king or appointee by the king, is actually Norse. Ah, I see. Oh, it's Mama. Hi, Mom.
Mother.
You see it, Senua? You see the darkness, faces fear and suffering. You can see it.
I remember it clearly now.
She has nothing to fear anymore. The gods have saved your mother. Through my hand.
You killed her.
It is the will of the gods.
Fuck the gods! You did this to her! Why?
This is what happens when you listen to the voices of the underworld. They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside. Defy the gods like your mother, and the darkness will come for you.
Is this a culty thing?
You understand, Senua?
I do understand.
Fuck him up, girly.
You cursed me with your own madness.
I was just a child.
You created this darkness! You created this darkness so you could hide behind it!
Only suffering brings salvation. It is the way of the gods.
It was all a lie. You are a lie! She didn't defy the gods. She defied you.
Am I about to fight
So you killed her.
Hela?
Didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother. Your mother, who was too weak to fight the darkness and abandon you.
You tortured her. You killed her. You are the darkness.
Those rituals, the years of isolation, the pain that still haunts you. It was the only way to fight the curse within you.
You're a liar.
The darkness is inside you and it will destroy you.
You're a liar!
No, Senua. The darkness is here. You cannot wish it away. And it will watch as you draw your last dying gasp.
I won't let you kill me. Watch out.
This is very satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this is very satisfying.
I can see through your darkness. You're a liar and a murderer. And if you really are Hela, then I have a sword here that can kill a god.
It's her dad, right? Oh
You're
no.
making a mistake searching for Dillion. The
Oh.
same mistake that killed him in the first place.
Ooh.
I'm trying to save you from yourself. You still believe it is a lie? The plague of darkness, the butchering of Dillion by the Northmen. You saw it yourself.
You told everyone I was cursed. They believed you. I believed you.
Tell me, Senua, where is Dillion's soul if the darkness is a lie? How you saved her?
He's here. I know he's here.
Yes, Sindel is her utter horror show of a father. Okay.
I know you're here. Hold on. I'll find you.
These graphics are kind of cool. Oh, Jesus. You're fine. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whoa! What in the Jesus? Oh, this fucker. Oh, I remember this fucker. Whoa! Oh my lord.
Dillion! Where is
Oh, so stressful.
he? You're trying to trick me again with your lies. I know he's here. You took him from me. You have him.
Dillion is gone. Dillion is dead.
Ooh.
Or what? What can you do that you haven't already? Fight me. Come on.
You betrayed the gods in search of Dillion, in search of
Oh, shut up, big man.
where that's got you.
Wannabe Kratos. Jesus. Oh, Lord. I love the jumping motion. I keep doing it, I know.
Don't let your darkness hurt anyone else.
I know they do the jumping motion a lot. I'm sorry. It's just so satisfying. I can't not. Jesus, I can barely follow how I'm playing. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, Lord. Get up, get up, get up. Oh! Are these gonna ever run out, or do I have to go after Hela? Oh, Lord.
Behind you.
Ow.
Behind you.
Oh, dude. Oh, oh my god.
Watch out.
Am I disassociating? What is happening? Oh, Jesus Christ. Woo!
Let go. Go, Senua.
Am I supposed to? Am I supposed to die? Was I supposed to die? Oh god. You're like a hero. One for all. I'm trying, but there's too many of them. I didn't know I was supposed to die. I was trying my best. Am I supposed to survive? Please don't tell me I'm supposed to survive. Do I have to do all of that again? Are there multiple endings? Stop, Senua, you're killing yourself. Yeah, I know, I heard that, but... You know. This is probably her, right? Yeah. I heard that right at the end and I was like, huh? But also I was like, is that just the voices?
You're alive. And there's no doubt. And you never took him from me, did you?
What?
And I can't save Darian.
Training makes you feel better. I know, I know. I did really well. Proud of myself.
Is that what you want me to believe? After all you've done to me? And to him? You're not a lie, but you're a liar! You crawled into me to confuse me and deceive me. But I know it's him. I know you have him. I'll give you my life. That's what you want, isn't it? My soul. Take it. I'll be a slave for you. I'll fight with you at Ragnarok. If you release him.
no power over me.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Ah! Well, that was a waste of time. We did this whole thing and now we're dead. Poor Senua.
I learned the hard way to not be afraid of death, Senua. Because a life without loss is one without love. You turn your back on death, and all you can see is the shadow that it casts. The longer you hide from it, the longer the shadow grows until all you can see is darkness. When our time comes, we must look death in the eye and embrace it as a friend. Only then can we let go of our fear.
One sec. I am so sorry to do this. I need to go unlock my door. And then I'm gonna run back. I'm so sorry. My girlfriend's gonna get bit by mosquitoes if I don't unlock the door. So give me like, I'm gonna run down and run back up. And then I'm gonna be with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She told me she's in an Uber. She's gonna be right back. I need to do my husbandly duties. I will be right back. They're just gonna be mad at me. We don't like angry wives. I'm back. I went to unlock the door. I did my duties. Okay, I'm back. Time to get into this movie.
And emerge from our darkness.
I have a feeling like all this is not even relevant to like her actual life. Like she
Never forget what it is like to see the world as a child, Senua. Every autumn leaf is like a work of art. Every rolling cloud a moving picture. Every day a new story. We too emerge from this magic, like a wave from the ocean, only to return to the sea. Do not mourn the waves, the leaves, and the clouds. Even in darkness, the wonder and the beauty of this world never leaves us. It is always there, waiting to be seen again.
Oh no. Oh. It's the rot. The darkness is like the darkness. Wait. What is it? It feels it's different. It feels okay. Is it okay?
This is where my story once began.
It's different.
And so it has to end here.
It's changed.
Because I cannot see further than this. Follow us. We have another story to tell. My friend. Go with her. This now will be your story to witness. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, what?
It's hard to tell how mixed up you feel. Hoping what you need is behind every door. Each time you get hurt, I don't want you to change. 'Cause everyone has hopes. We're human.
I thought
The feeling sometimes
I would get some closure, but I'm just more confused. Okay, I can't skip through this. I wanted to go watch the featurette you guys told me to watch. That's a funny name. James Chicken. It's a great name. So
I'm begging you, please. Please don't leave here. I don't want you to
so it's real, as in like she is actually picked living in like the Norse colonies, so that is true. For a while I thought this was all like a whole fantasy she built up in her head, and so like I thought that she just had that for some reason. She picked that fantasy to go with as her coping mechanism, but I guess she really is picked. Okay. Chippo Chung, great narrator. Great narrator. Narrator. Sorry. So she is actually picked, but she does suffer from psychosis that made her go batshit crazy, but so that was just, so all of that was in her mind? Because she huh? There's a video behind the scene. Okay, cool. I can help, thank you. So her horrible father convinced her she was cursed and would curse others. Okay. Meets Dillian and goes to his village. Her and some others are out adventuring and come across a well. Right, there was that part where they were talking about like, oh, you brought the plague to us, you brought the plague to us. Whereas she didn't actually, right? Her father's just a douchebag. Okay. My god.
Please don't go. I want you to stay. I'm begging you, please. Please don't leave here. I don't want you to hate for all the hurt that you feel. The world is just illusion, trying to change you. Please.
Others take water. Senua tells them don't. Something's wrong with it. Takes water back to the village. Village gets sick. And many die blaming her. She bashes herself thinking she was to blame. Okay. I see. Where did you get this information, by the way? Is this gonna be in like the scene that I'm gonna watch after where it kind of explains the backstory, or is this from like other lore that I would have to read about? Okay. I'm gonna have some milk. For some reason. I feel like milk is at spicy food, so I'm gonna have some milk. Don't mind me. While I wait for the credits. Very well made game, for sure. Like, I love the game. I'm a little befuddled by the story. While she was away, she comes across Druth, just escaped from Vikings, learns Norse stories, returns to the village to find everyone dead. Has complete psychotic break upon seeing Dillion. Everything he experienced was in her head. Okay. So she's picked, but the whole Norse situation comes from the fact that she heard all these stories right before she got triggered into her psychotic break. Okay, that makes sense. Because your brain relates things very weirdly, especially when you have psychosis. Very cool. Wow. I mean, yeah, awesome game. Awesome game. Like play-wise, game mechanic-wise, combat-wise, really cool. Really like it. Love the scenery. Like you can tell it's not like a massive production game, but it is really well made. Especially gotta give applaud to the sound design. Sound design and the voice actors were very, very good. So that is definitely probably like the best part of the game. Like for sure the voices and the sound design were amazing. If you would like to find out more about psychosis and mental health difficulties, visit hellbladehelp.info. Oh, that's so nice. I'm curious as to what led them to the creation of this game. Like, why? Why did they want to base the game around psychosis? Was that an idea they had because they wanted to make a game? Or was the idea of, I want to make a game that showcases psychosis, and then they build around that idea? Do you know what I mean? Okay. Credits scene? Question mark? Hello? Hello? Oh. What? Is this the one I have to watch? Yeah. I've already played it.
Stormy seas and lost souls.
Who is it?
She's dreamt of this before.
It's coming. Is it?
They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake? and we only see what our inner eye creates for us. Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people fear seeing the world through her eyes.
Yes, she's scared.
Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
Psychosis, okay.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice
Here
is
we go.
a video game about Senua, a Celtic warrior on a vision quest into Viking territory. But what sets our hero Senua apart is that she suffers from severe psychotic mental illness.
He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting
The original idea for Hellblade was to create a classic hero's journey, a journey of suffering, but one where the fantasy world is not another planet or alternate universe, but a world that is constructed in Senua's mind. But to do so would mean putting psychotic mental illness at the center of the experience, a subject that is still considered taboo, and a challenge that was both terrifying and exciting in equal measure. In Hellblade, the starting point was a newly discovered Celtic goddess called Senua in Ashwell, Hertfordshire. When first discovered, her name was thought to be Senua, a name which I liked and kept. I wondered if Senua might have been a Celtic warrior like Boudica who stood up to the Romans. While the Romans had conquered all of Europe, there was a group of Celts up in the furthest reaches of the Roman Empire that could not be conquered, the Picts.
Yeah.
And so the Romans built a wall, called Hadrian's Wall, that spans across Britain from sea to sea to keep the Pictish barbarians at bay. The Picts were known for their war paint, painted on with woad,
Yeah.
and their matted hair clumped with lime. And so Senua would be a barbarian Pict in this image.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I don't live home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait.
Orkney is off the coast of Scotland and was inhabited by the Picts, steeped in history and mystery, and so I made Orkney Senua's home and set the stage for a crisis. In the late 8th century, the first Vikings landed on the Orkney Islands. The population of the Picts crashed thereafter, replaced by the Norsemen of the 9th century. Were they wiped out? We don't know for sure, but it would seem likely given the reputation of the Vikings. The Northmen's brutality is legendary. High-ranking leaders and chieftains of the tribes they conquered were often offered as sacrifice to their gods. The most brutal of these sacrifices was known as the Blood Eagle. I imagine Senua as a young female warrior who returns home from exile to find her partner, Dillion, brutally sacrificed to a Norse god by these hellish warriors from a faraway land. I imagine the horror of this moment and how it would have dragged her deep into mental torment.
I definitely did not catch everything my first playthrough. Okay.
I came to learn that the Celts had a sophisticated and nuanced perspective on the nature of mental disorder. One term they used was Gelt. A Gelt is a man or woman who has been driven mad by a curse, battle trauma, or grief. The Gelt would take to a life in the woods in search of penance, punishment, and purgation. And so Senua became a Gelt, cursed by darkness, looking for redemption in the wilds. Another word the Celts used in reference to mental disorders was truth, meaning fool, or liar, one who utters the words of God. They tell of the mad sinner who flees battle into exile and takes on a beastly nature, growing feathers on his body. The character called Truth in Hellblade is based on a little-known person called Findan, an 8th century Irish Celt who was captured and enslaved by the Vikings, but eventually escaped to Orkney where he became a monk.
tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Upon meeting Senua, it would be his stories that fuel her quest deep into their world of gods.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, flames will play against the sky, the heavens and earth and all the world will be burned, all the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
So the stage was set for a new adventure, a journey into the Norse underworld called Hell, a vision quest fueled by madness and myth, a fantasy that was created by Senua's own mind, and one that we would experience through her eyes.
This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
To make a game about a warrior with psychotic mental illness as its central theme was fraught with danger. Mental illness such as psychosis is still taboo and rarely acknowledged in a century of cinema, never mind the new medium of games. Where it does feature, it often conflates psychosis and psychopathy associated with a lack of empathy. It is unfortunate that these two words sound so similar that they are used interchangeably in media. I must admit that I didn't have to look very far to discover my own ignorance of the subject. So we reached out to Paul Fletcher, psychiatrist and professor of health neuroscience at University of Cambridge.
Psychosis is a descriptive term, and it refers to having a loss of contact with objective reality. So it's characterized by two main sets of symptoms. One of them is hallucinations, where somebody experiences perceptions when there is no actual objective thing out there to perceive.
You're already dead. Who are you?
And the other is delusions, where somebody comes to very often bizarre, unpleasant, frightening beliefs when there's no good evidence in favor of them.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
We reached out to Welcome, a biomedical research charity that spends billions on research and awareness programs aimed at improving health.
Mental health hasn't always been presented in the media in a way that is particularly helpful. It can be challenging to engage people with the subject matter, and there are a lot of preconceived ideas about mental health, and particularly schizophrenia and psychosis. So we hope our support allows the team to continue to collaborate with Paul Fletcher and with those who have experience of psychosis to create a game that provides a fresh perspective on the condition and allows audiences to engage with it in a way that just wouldn't be possible in any other medium.
What started out as a brief consultation convinced me that we were only scratching the surface of an immensely deep and interesting subject that could enrich and change the very nature of the game.
That's cool. Thanks so much for coming in. Pleasure. Thanks. It's really interesting for me. I'd love to be involved. It's fascinating.
Our understanding of psychosis is still very much a mystery, and ways of treating it are still primitive compared to physical
Come to think about it.
After all, it is easy to
Oh,
see
sorry, I don't want to talk on him.
caused
He's
by
talking.
physical diseases or physical trauma. It is not so easy to see the mental suffering and trauma of severe mental illness. But what if we could find a way to see it? Games are capable of drawing you in for hours on end, playing the role of a character who is different from you, experiencing their perspective, and actively involving you in a world that functions with a different set of rules.
It's actually such a good medium to showcase these kind of things. Because
if we were to represent Senua's psychosis, we would have to simulate voice hearing, a common attribute. But how can we simulate something we have no first-hand experience of? Professor Charles Fernyhough, a leading expert in voice hearing from Durham University, offered his help.
Hearing voices is an experience that is usually associated with severe mental illness, and crucially we know that hearing voices is a part of ordinary life for many people who don't meet the criteria for mental illness.
Yeah. Oh, that's not him in real life.
We know voices vary according to where they appear in space. Voices can appear far away in the distance, they can appear right there in your ear, they can seem to be coming from inside your head.
Based on the information Professor Fernyhough provided, I put together a sound brief and invited some actors to the studio. We recorded the actors using a binaural microphone, which records the 3D spatial position of sound, replicating the way sound is heard by human ears. It gives you an incredible sense that the person you are listening to is right there beside you. Rachel Waddingham from the Voice Collective came to our studio with 2 young voice hearers to speak to our team. We talked at length about their experiences, and they listened to our tests, giving us feedback on how we could improve on it.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
It's very hard to represent what this experience is like, partly because it's such a personal, intense, emotional experience. It's testament to how Ninja Theory have been listening to what the researchers are saying, but also crucially listening to the experts by experience. What they've come up with is so compelling. It's by far the best representation I've heard of what these experiences are like.
Other common attributes of psychosis are visions and flashbacks. We met with Recovery College East, who work with and care for people recovering from severe mental disorders. A group of service users gave us their first-hand account of what they experience.
Sometimes when the vision or what we're seeing is too much, it becomes more difficult until eventually we just practice don't see anything.
The people we spoke to, the stories they told, were fascinating, harrowing and mind-boggling. The reality of what people experienced was vivid, far exceeding what I could possibly have imagined. We went away itching to represent some of these visions and flashbacks in the game.
As we all know, my heart is so, love is so far away. Don't you know how I wanna feel deeper? I could never know how you grow, all these days are killing me. Now I see deep in me, insanity does unfold. I just wanna feel deeper, deeper. I just wanna feel.
It is interesting because games are actually, like I said, and like he also said as well, like games are such an amazing medium for experience, and that's why so many people love games, you know? You get to be something you never are in real life. Like, you don't get to be a ninja every day. You don't get to be a katana-wielding samurai every day, you know? You don't get to slice up a Norse god every day, so it's definitely a way that a lot of people get to experience certain things. Or even, like, random, like, cheesy games. Like The Sims. Like, that is one of the, like, biggest games in the world, right? People still love it. People still buy it. Fucking DLCs for it. I know I do, because you get to experience owning a house, building a house, being a vampire with a rich ass house, having a, you know, like a cow plant. Like, it's such an amazing medium for so many different experiences. And it would be such an amazing medium for this type of stuff.
Showing them
for
what
sure.
we've achieved so far and refining the in-game representations based on their feedback. With their help, flashbacks, visions, and changes in perception were woven into the story and gameplay of Senua.
Because people really are
in this project are incredibly excited about
uneducated about this subject, so this would be a cool way to educate people on it, especially the younger generation.
It values their lived experience and shows that despite what we have been through, all of that experience becomes valid, that actually it's something that we should all be talking about.
The experiences described range from beautiful to frightening beyond comprehension. I heard of a girl who has to live with an angry voice screaming at her, slamming on her doors and walls 24 hours a day. I met someone who would often see hanging corpses in a room, so real that she would sometimes try to rescue them.
Jeez.
The panic and fear that comes with such visions is entirely understandable, and it can be a living horror for some.
Worthless, weak, pathetic. Go on, feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
I was urged by one fellow that we should not shy away from showing this horror, and so I was perpetually torn in making Hellblade. Had we gone too far with our representations, or not far enough?
Broken and lost, just like your soul.
In some ways, voice hearing and visions were the low-hanging fruit, so to speak. There's another aspect of psychosis that is much harder to explain, but one that I think video games are uniquely able to represent, which are often called delusions.
People begin to see patterns in the world. They begin to link things that most people wouldn't link. most of the things that we might think would be coincidence or, you know, not worth commenting on, nevertheless that might have a particular salience or importance for them.
One individual described how everyday words, sounds, colours and objects were steeped in meaning to him, forming a strange and sinister puzzle that he was determined to solve but could not quite get to the bottom of.
It's not just brain dysfunction, it's not like the system shut down. It's actually an incredibly creative process. The person creates a world populated with voices and phantasms and terrors, and they're completely immersed in it. They believe in it.
We often invite people into the studio to play the game. In one of our playtests, they played through much of the game, making associations between runes, secret messages, and the threat of darkness that stalked them. There are many things that happen in the world of Hellblade that make perfect sense within the context of Senua's mind. The dark rot that's killing her slowly from within, the secret runes of the gods that block her path to Helheim, and strange associations that exist in the game to confuse you. To complete Senua's quest, you have to internalize and accept the logic and meaning behind these things to progress. Afterwards they said that they didn't see much evidence of mental illness in the game. People with delusions of all sorts would argue the same thing, that they are not aware of their experience being abnormal in any way.
I need this sword. It's important.
Representing perception changes and thinking patterns within Hellblade gives us a set of symptoms common in psychosis.
So cool.
But people with lived experience were keen to emphasize another point, that it is wrong to define a person by their symptoms.
Love that
Quite
area.
often, the illness comes not from the symptoms, but from the stigma, isolation and mistreatment that comes about from the rest of society.
You say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
I needed someone to portray Senua, someone who could believably internalize her suffering. Melina Jurgens, our video editor, had been a stand-in for Senua over a few months while we perfected our motion capture techniques. Without realizing it, she had already auditioned for the role, and I knew her well enough to know that I didn't have to teach her to act, but to relive her own internal pain. As often is the case, those who have suffered mental anguish are never far from us.
Wow. Damn.
My hope is that by creating a compelling and aspirational character in Senua who feels very much real, albeit in a fantasy setting,
their video editor became Senua? That's wild.
One to yours, and this is where storytelling comes into play. I imagined her life based on common threads in real people's lives. She was always prone to psychosis as a child. Her mother Galina also heard voices and had visions, so perhaps there was a genetic aspect. Or perhaps it was cultural, as she lived within a world without science, of gods and a superstition, as exemplified by her druid father Zimbal. Psychosis developed in her late teens to early 20s and was exacerbated by stigma and isolation at the hands of the clansmen and her father.
In my opinion, video games will become a groundbreaking medium for mental illness, both in treating and simply understanding. That's true. There's a lot of like smaller, well not smaller games, but games that aren't like high graphics and stuff like that, you know, like just like point and click games that are steeped in like mental illness awareness, which is super cool.
Experience is real can only be answered by saying, yes, it is real. It is her reality.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Towards the end of the project, service users and professionals that had collaborated with us were invited to see the near-final game. It was a chance to see if the game had reflected their views or if it had misrepresented them.
For me, being involved in especially developing Senua's character has been really important, and being able to bring in my perspective and what I see and what I hear, and having that built into the game has been a real privilege.
That's awesome.
It's gritty and it's meaty, and there are some tough subjects in there that are being tackled with honesty.
It's cool.
I was blown away by it today, absolutely blown away. It was just fantastic to get the opportunity to use our lived experience in a very creative way. There's nothing tokenistic about the work we've put in. It feels like we've been listened to, things have been taken on board, and I think there was a lot of realism in the game itself, and it feels very authentic.
Hellblade will give people a good experience of what it's like to hear voices and have those experiences. I'm glad that the guys at Ninja Theory kind of asked us to come along and help them build an experience that's positive. When it comes out, and get myself a copy and have a go.
I think all the way through, I was really inspired by how the conversations have translated into the game in a way that I think I didn't imagine was possible. So wonderful, really wonderful.
I really hope that others will follow the lead they've set and use the power of something like a video game to change people's perceptions, to increase understanding, and ultimately to make some of the stigma around voice hearing and other experiences go away.
For me, it was really exciting to see something that I explore scientifically being represented so beautifully in a character who's trying to penetrate the mysteries of the environment in which they've been placed, with all of this strange uncertainty and noise and conflicting information that they're getting. I'm very excited by this way of trying to represent mental illness, because I think it actually might be offering us insights that we wouldn't get from pure scientific explorations, and actually giving us quite an empathic view of what it might be like.
Yeah. It's a very good point. Get an empathic view, that's a really good point.
Mental illness has been with us for as long as we have been on this planet. But why? Why has an evolution stamped out this weakness from within our gene pool? I often pondered this question until I realized that the question had an inbuilt flaw. It assumes that being and thinking differently is a weakness. The only reason we have computers, spacecraft, medicine, poetry, art, and yes, even video games is because individuals were able to simulate new abstract realities in their minds and share them with the rest of us. We need people to be willing to see differently in order for us to progress and survive as society. And we need to be open to these new ways of seeing. And it is this spirit that motivated me to create Senua's story and share it with you.
Really cool. Nice. Nice. All right. Woo! I'm sorry, I haven't had coffee today. We are done. We're finally done with this game. My gosh. Overall, I really enjoyed it. Really fun to play. If I'm just talking about like playing it as a game, really fun to play. Love the game mechanics of like all the visual splits and stuff like that. All the scenery changes with like certain game mechanics, with like the mirrors, with the what's it called? Like the gates, the arches and stuff like that. Super dope. Very, very cool. And to know that like it's made that way to represent mental illness, super dope. Like if you don't look about it, if you don't look at it in that light, you just think like, hey, really cool game mechanic, very cool. But if you think about it in like a mental illness kind of way, and it's like representation of that, even more cool. The combat, super dope as well. I'm excited to see them make more Hellblade and also make more games in the future. I'd like to see them tackle other stuff. That would be super dope. Third person like story game, like a longer one where like it's about like going up levels and stuff like that, because judging by like their graphics, their combat and stuff like that, super dope. Yeah, it's a short game. It's a short game. But yeah, the whole psychosis part, you can definitely see it in the game, like playing it, you can definitely tell, obviously, with like all the voices and stuff like that, but I mean, knowing that there's a second one coming out, we probably get more information and more explanation. I would like to have a little more information on her and like understanding all that. That would be cool, but yeah, really thrilling game to play. I don't know what my favorite area was actually. The trials were very stressful for me, especially like the darkness trials. Those were super stressful for me. Really anxiety heavy on that one because I'm scared of the dark. I don't like closed spaces. There's a lot going on. But very fun. Yeah. I really like the game mechanics. And it's cool to see that the reason she's in like that Norse world is because she had a psychotic break and her brain just went to the last thing she learned, which was all the Norse myths and Norse stories from her friend. Very cool. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, like this is a really cool way to expand on the subject of mental illness, because I mean, it is wonderful to see a lot of shows and movies and books talk more about mental illness and stuff like that. But you know, like they said, this is a way that you can empathize with people going through these things, because obviously this is not their experience. Everyone's experience is very personal and very different. Everyone suffering from mental illness has very different experiences, although there might be some, you know, similar there might be some similar symptoms, but like the way people experience those symptoms are all different. But this is definitely a way for you to get like just a glimpse of what it might feel like, and that way you're able to empathize, because it's such an alien subject for most of us. You know, it's like if you talked about being like living under the sea or like going to space. Going to space. No one knows what the hell that feels like unless you're an astronaut. And like astronauts don't come around telling you about that stuff, you know what I mean? But like it's wild that it's still so alien to us, because mental illness is actually very, very common. It goes from like, you know, like things that might not be super harsh, like depression and anxiety. Like, I'm not saying those are not harsh, because I have those, but I mean, compared to things that are super hard to live with, like DID and schizophrenia and psychosis and a lot of stuff like that, like those are definitely super hard to live with. Or not super hard, because I feel like that's kind of an insult to people that do live with it, because that means they're doing amazing, like props to them. I think it's just like challenging. It's a lot more challenging to live with, and we take that for granted. But I feel like that type of stuff is not super represented in the media. So to see like things like psychosis represented here is super dope. I think it would be really interesting to see a game representing schizophrenia, and like having all the characters in the game, like you play through it thinking like these are all your friends or the people that hate you or whatever, because schizophrenia is about you seeing things that are not there, or people that are not there, and having that experience. That would be super dope, having a whole game, a whole storyline based on that, without even knowing until like maybe the end that all these characters were just all in your mind. That would be dope. Another one would be DID, but I feel like that would be quite difficult to tackle. That would be quite difficult to tackle unless it was like each character you played, like it switched each chapter and you thought, oh, this is just the way the game plays and you're in a different location, but turns out you're all the same person, but it's just different personalities of the same person. And from what I understand of DID is like the personality, or the the person comes out when they're needed. So there are some people in a DID system that will come out when the person is experiencing a lot of pain. This person comes out to protect them, stuff like that. So that would be a cool game. I feel like that would be really hard to implement, but it would be super dope to see. Alan Wake is also a game that deals with mental illness. I remember watching that a while back, but I don't remember it anyways. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember watching Alan Wake a while back. I remember watching like a YouTuber play it, but I need to look into that again because I actually don't remember how it goes. But yeah, schizophrenia would be a cool topic to see tackled because you don't really... The only way you see these types of like mental illnesses tackled is when it's in a bad light, like, oh, this serial killer suffers from schizophrenia, and that's why he murders the people around him, because he wants the people in his head to go away. Or this person suffers from DID, so their personality, they have a serial killer in their system, and that one comes out and kills people. Like, you know, it's always in like a negative light. You don't see them just function, and you just don't see that topic tackled. That'd be really cool to see. But yeah, I've been talking a lot. I'm gonna stop talking now and go do some work. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. I will install Shadow of Mordor and get that running super soon. But yes, thank you so much for joining me today and joining me on this journey. Thank you for the recommendation of the game. I really, really liked it, and definitely would not have played it if it wasn't recommended, because I never heard about this game at all. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to seeing what more they have to offer. I know there's going to be a second Hellblade, so I guess we'll see when that comes out, what we do about it. But yes, I will join you guys for Shadow of Mordor super soon. I will get that installed and figure all that stuff out. And yeah, have a great night if you live on my side of the world, and have a great day if you live on the other. Once again, it's Misty here, and I'm signing off. Stay safe. Get some rest if you live on my side of the world. Go sleep. And have a great day if you live on the other. I am gonna go work, and then I'm gonna go get some rest as well. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Fingers crossed. So yeah, take care. I'll try and get Shadow Mordor installed now. Bye-bye. Oh, something wrong with my... Good night, bye-bye. Something wrong with my cursor. Bye!